going on? I'm still in my pajamas. Been doing errands all morning. It's going to be a very quick live because I've got so much shit to do today. Got to go meet a handyman at my new house, etc. How are you guys? Oh, God, this is a terrible position. I've got this camera and I've got it plugged into the charger. Hi guys, Paul's here. Aaliyah's here. DMCT's here. Hi guys. Myrna's here. Pamela. Hi guys. Liliana's here. Johnny. Lilu. Hi guys. Sorry I'm coming on so late and this is going to be a very short live because I'm just jumping on quickly because I've got so much shit to do this week. I'm overwhelmed. No, I don't go live with people. It's Della. Oh, hi Della, darling. What's happening, guys? What's going on? Queen Bee's here. Hi, darling. Georgina. What's happening, guys? I've got a strange comb over going on with my hair and I'm in my pajamas, but I just don't care. Carol's here. Divine Manifestation's here. Ms. Mitchell, I'm wonderful, darling. I'm very busy today, so I'm jumping on for a very quick live because I've got the busiest week trying to get my house organised before I move. So all the courses that I'm writing, guys, are very delayed because I'm trying and get my house in order before I move. Okay? Because I've got so much shit in my house and I don't want to have to move it. So I have to sell a whole lot of stuff, get rid of a whole lot of stuff. Ugh. Had a wonderful romantic getaway with SP, but on the way home he freaked out and left me. What happened? I saw that, Olivia. I saw that. I wasn't going to post it because you meant to be putting it in the question forum because it's a question. What happened? I'm confused. Olivia, have you been working on your self-concept stuff? Have you been seeing a different version of him? Okay, if you're working on your self-concept, great. But are you seeing a different version of him that's not volatile, that doesn't get drunk all the time, that is nice to you, kind to you, lovely to you, always great to you? Or are you still seeing the old version of him that 1 minute is great and the next minute is volatile, 1 minute's loving and the next minute is mean? Are you still seeing that version? That's why he's showing up that way. And if you've absolutely lobotomized your brain, Olivia, and you're seeing him completely as the new version, then this is just the old version turning up and you've got to let it play out. But I don't want you to be putting up with any shitty behaviour. If he's exploding at you and you're having fights and he's starting the fight, what the fuck are you still doing there, Olivia? However, if you're the one starting the fight, then what are you doing? If you're having explosive fights, I want to know who's starting it. Because if it's him, why are you tolerating that? That means your self-concept isn't on point at all. Someone went on a lovely holiday with me and had an explosive fight with me and left me at the end, I'd be like, never fucking come back, you asshole. But for some reason you're putting up with it. So I need you to tell me, did you start the fight or did he? Because if you're the one starting it, then you're still got to work on your self-concept. If he's the one starting it and you're not saying, see you later, asshole, when he treats you like that, then I need to know why if you're working on your self-concept. What have you been doing? Why are you allowing him to treat you like that? I asked a question. What was the question, Olivia? Was it about you and him? Was it about the future? Why are you asking questions? I just don't know why you're doing things in the 3D and not getting that doing things in the 3D doesn't work. And you're expecting a new reaction doing the same shit you did before. So you're doing the same... Guys, you've got to understand this. If you keep doing the same shit you did before, like asking questions, asking them where it's going, asking if they want another baby, asking if they love you, asking if they want to be with you, asking, and you're expecting a new reality from the old behaviour you used to do, nothing will change because you're still the old you doing the old shit. You might have new thoughts, but you still got old actions. Got it? Don't confuse this, guys. Your actions will still fuck things up. I can tell you all you're like, oh, just think new thoughts. But if you're doing the old actions, you've got the old behaviours in the 3D, what are you expecting is going to happen? Stop asking them. Stop goading them. Stop cajoling them. Stop criticizing them, controlling the situation, asking. Any asking is doing shit in the 3D, which is what you used to do. And then you're expecting a new outcome. Why? It's the same old shit, same old you, and he'll think you're the same old bitch you were before we went on holiday, nothing's fucking changed, and then it'll explode. And he'll be like, we're back to where we were. I've just had a lovely time with you, and you haven't controlled one single thing, and now you've just asked me one little question and I'm going to explode. Because you're still the old you. Got it? And I'm not excusing his behaviour, because if he's fucking exploding at you, I ask you, Olivia, what are you still doing with this asshole? So I said to you on the call. But you want to stay with him. So if you want to stay with this asshole, first of all, you have to stop seeing him as an explosive, volatile asshole. First of all. And secondly, you have to stop doing things that make him retaliate like that and initiate conversations that cause him to turn into the old him. If you want to see a new him, stop doing any old behaviours you did before. If you want to see a new him, start seeing a new him. And don't ask him anything. Why do you need to ask them when you know what's going to happen? When you're creating the reality, guys, you don't need to ask them questions. Does that make sense, darling? I'm not telling you off, but I'm annoyed that you're putting up with this shit behaviour. Why are you? I don't care if you've had 10 kids with the guy. You don't put up with shitty behaviour. Got it? For real, keep attracting abusive people and accepting bad treatment because my self-concept was shit. Did you read that, Olivia? Miranda, my SP texted me and I have a gut feeling he will again. So much progress. Wonderful, darling! Yes, of course he will again, darling. You tell him he fucking will. I don't go out of my way to text my SPs. I just affirm for it. Then, bam, they are all over me. Wonderful, darling! Love it, Brittany. I asked him to go look at the car with me and he said I was telling him what to do. What's this, Beth? Where's the beginning of this? I was affirming for my SP. I met someone new, same job, looks, even name. Is this related? I asked him to go look at a car with me and he said I was telling him what to do. What? Beth, do you have some kind of fear that you control people or you're annoying to them or you nag them? That might be why. And then shit like that will come out of this guy's mouth. What to do with hot and cold behaviour? You can't do anything with hot and cold behaviour. You have to change your hot and cold thoughts. He loves me. He doesn't love me. He's going to call me. Oh, he's left me on red. Oh, he doesn't want me. It's you, darling. It's got nothing to do with them. You've got to stop thinking they don't want you. They don't love you. They were not going to call you. And then you'll stop the hot and cold behaviour. The hot and cold behaviour is all because of you. Do you suggest we just leave the SP alone until they come to us, correct? We'll leave them alone. What do you mean alone? Guys, if you're calling them, if you're initiating, I ask you, why the fuck are you doing that? Leave them alone. I just love this expression, come to you correct. You're the problem. They're not coming to you correct because if you're thinking about them and you're thinking about yourself, they're not going to come in correct at all until you change you. You can avoid them all you like, darling, until they come in correct and they'll be the exact same old dude you thought he was before because you're the exact same you. Guys, you can cut off contact with your SPs all you fucking like until they come in correct, but you're the one who has to come in correct. They're reflecting your shitty self-concept about yourself. They're reflecting your shitty thoughts about who they are. Wait till you like for them to come in correct. Nothing will fucking change until you change you. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I love that expression, come in correct. And these stupid bitches, every time they say that, oh, you have to come in correct, as if the guy's doing something wrong, as if the guy's fault of what's the way he's turning up. He's just reflecting your thinking about you. I need respect. I should be treated like a queen. You need to come in correct. Well, why are you even needing to say that shit? I know, because of your shitty self-concept. You shouldn't be verbalising, girls. You need to come in correct to anyone. They're not treating you correct because of your thinking about yourself. I'm not lovable. I'm not wanted. He doesn't want me. I'm not good enough. He's better than me. He's looking at other girls because I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. Ain't got nothing to do with them. You can tell them to come in correct all you fucking like, and all they'll do is treat you the same until you start treating you better. And then other people fucking treat you better. Come in correct. I can't stand that expression. Come in correct. It's got nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them. Nothing. Do you guys get this? No guy's going to come in correct. And you're going to throw them all away. Oh, you've got to go away and she come in correct. And then the next guy and the next guy and the next guy until you work out it's you. Oh, who sent me the love heart? Oh, who was that? Thanks, Lester. You sent me a rose. Oh, Lily sent me a heart. Oh, thanks, guys. Playing this over my speaker and I'm loving it. That's right. Neighbours, you cause your shit. I'm yelling. I'm going to start being Beyonce again, the male version. Good, Owen. Sasha Fierce yourself up. You're the best type person. Things change and we rampage ourselves into positive self-concept frenzy. Yes, I love that. Loz, just went on a date with a new guy. He repeated how I am valued and grateful he was to meet me. Ah, Molly, I love that. It's what I've been affirming. Wonderful. I reacted and blocked SP. Do I unblock him? What do I do? Oh, fuck. You're as lost as shit, darling. I can't help you. You blocked him. Why? He's just reflecting your shitty thinking. Block him all you like. Won't make any fucking difference. Yes, unblock him. But what you need to do is work on your shitty self-concept that caused you to think you need to block him in the first place. Good God. Please go to this Facebook group and watch all the lives. You're lost as shit. Here, kitty. I was on Brashana's live. You saw me. That's why I'm still in my pajamas. Good SP affirmations to get him to marry me. Just see yourself and him married. See him as your husband. He loves being my husband. He loves being my man. I'm so wifed up with him. He calls me wifey. He loves that I'm his wife. Say those things, darling. I joined the Facebook group. It's awesome. Yay, darling. Unblock him, lol. Yes, exactly, guys. Can I manifest being a successful actress? Well, only if you think you can be one, darling. You've got to step into the state of, I am a successful actress. If you don't think you are, you won't be. See yourself as that and you will be. If you don't see yourself as that, you won't be. That's simply how it works. Good money affirmations. Darling, you've got to step into the state of, I am rich, I have heaps of money. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me out of the blue. I never have to worry about money. Stop your money worries with affirmations, okay? Stop thinking you have to save money, you can't spend the money, you can't afford it. Any of those shitty thoughts, you've got to replace them. Okay? Owen and I were yelling, we're getting our shit right now. Love that. Love it. SP's best friend just thanked me for not giving up on SP. Oh, wonderful. Really? Oh, that's lovely. Just told someone that on Kim's page. Oh, what, Elizabeth? What did you tell them on Kim's page? People, you just need to watch the lives. Yes, Andrea. Exactly. SP texts me almost every day, but I still feel like he's annoyed. Is that the old story or my self-concept? Literally, you just said what your thoughts are. I still feel like he's annoyed. So, darling, he'll continue to be annoyed until you get rid of that fucking shitty story. And yes, it's connected to your self-concept. Why would you think he was annoyed at you? Because I'm not good enough, because he doesn't love me, because he doesn't want me, because there's other girls out there that are better than me, or whatever the fucking thought is that's related to he's annoyed with me. Get rid of both of those things. No, SP is just a human that demonstrates anger. What are you talking about? Darling, please don't come on here and try and tell me what to think. No, everyone reflects your thinking. If you think they're just a human that demonstrates anger, you don't understand how you're manifesting anger in your reality from another person. That same person will come into my reality and not demonstrate anger with me. Everyone reflects your thinking about you, them, and situations. If you think they're an angry person who demonstrates anger, they'll demonstrate anger in your reality. With someone else, they'll be fucking lovely and treat them like gold, but they'll treat you like shit because you think you're not good enough. You get treated like shit. You expect people to treat you badly. You expect people to demonstrate anger because probably in your childhood you had an angry parent and you're used to anger. And so literally people keep turning up in your reality as an adult, demonstrating anger in your reality because you're used to it and it's familiar. Don't know what to say to you. What if you're just around another person who's just an angry person? Okay, that's what I was replying to. Darling, you're not getting this. Everyone reflects your thinking. If you think they're just an angry person, they'll be an angry person in your reality and they won't be that in mine. You also have to ask yourself, why is your self-concept so shit that you are allowing a person to turn up angry in your reality and treat you that way. Were you abused as a child? Did you have yelly, screamy household where two parents yelled and screamed at each other and for you that was the norm? And you're familiar with yelling and screaming and angry people? Did someone in your household have an anger problem? Probably. And that's why you're allowing that. They won't be like that with anyone else but you. Or they'll be like that with other people who put up with that shit. It's all about you. They're just reflecting your thinking about you and them in situations. If you think you're a person who gets treated badly, you'll get treated badly. If you're a person who feels not good enough, you'll be treated as not good enough. If you think they're an angry person, they'll be angry in your reality. Everyone's different in everyone's realities. That guy will turn up in someone else's reality and be as lovely as pie, but to you, they'll be an angry asshole. Because that's what you're expecting him to be, and you keep describing him like that. This is my father, and I did not allow him to be this way with me. Okay, but if it's your father, darling, okay, then from a child, you're used to him being like that. And so you're just allowing it still in your reality because that's how he always was. Your brain is allowing it. I'm not saying you physically are allowing it. I'm saying your subconscious mind is used to your father being that way. And so he keeps turning up in your reality as that person because that's the view you have of him. He's an angry guy. He yells and screams. He's got anger issues. This is what my dad is like. And so until you change the story about your dad, he'll never change in your reality. And unfortunately, when it's a parent, you're stuck with the subconscious thinking about that parent. And probably he was like that from when you were very young. And so he remains that way until you change him in your reality. You see him differently. See for the blind man. Start seeing him as lovely to you, kind to you, says sweet words to you, always positive around you, always encouraging and lovely and softly spoken and sweet and never raises his voice. Until you stop seeing him the angry way and start seeing him that new way that I just described, he'll still turn up that way. I told him to stop it and he would not put up with it, and I would not put up with this shit. Well, darling, that's not going to fucking do anything. Telling someone to stop doing something is not going to do jack shit. Telling them does nothing. Got to change the way you think about them and you. Your self-concept's clearly in the toilet and you will put up with that shit. You put up with it, so they're going to continue to do it because that's what you've always done. Now voicing your opinion is going to do absolutely nothing. He's still going to reflect your thinking about you and your thinking about him until your thinking changes. Doing anything in 3D does nothing. Please go to Subconscious Law's Facebook page and watch the videos about changing the old story, especially number 41, because you're lost to shit about saying things in the 3D, changing things. It won't change anything. They're just going to reflect your thinking about them and you. Okay? He's going to turn up that way. Okay, so he does say nice things to me. He picks fights with cars and the air. What? Okay, so if you've got an issue with him, like you have an issue in your mind, like, okay, he has anger issues. If you have any kind of thought, like my dad has anger issues, I used to think this about my dad. And he would turn up that way and he would explode. And I'd be like, oh, God, he's got bloody manic depression or he's so angry all the time. And he would just keep turning up that way until I started seeing him differently. And he's not like that at all with me anymore. At all, because not only will I not put up with it in my 3D, I will literally just walk out of the situation, and I won't say anything, I'll just disappear, but I just stop seeing him as an angry person. He doesn't turn up that way. Hi, Paula, I'm great today, I'm just really busy, and this is going to be a really, really, really quick live. My dad was abusive, and I changed my self-concept, and now he wants to talk to me and be with me all the time. Wonderful, darling, wonderful, see? You've got to change your self-concept and everyone, even the people who were abusive, will treat you differently. That's wonderful, darling. I told him to go and get help. Yes, that won't do anything, darling. That'll just make them more annoyed. You're just saying, there's something wrong with you. Please don't go and tell people to get help, guys. What's the best self-concept affirmation so that I can remove an old story of me being unwanted? I am always wanted and chosen. I am the most chosen person in any room. I have always been wanted. I've always been loved. No one's ever left me out. When you love me forever. Once you've felt my love, you love me forever. God bless your soul for doing all these lives. Yes, guys, I'm so busy at the moment. I really shouldn't be doing them. Hi, Loz. I'm so grateful for your guidance and present. Can't wait for your courses. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm sorry they're taking so long. This house move throwing a real spanner in the works. I'm not going to affirm that, but it kind of has. Cried like a little today because I was frustrated with my manifestations, but it helped me drain out. Good, darling. Just let it all out. Let it go. Not in the LOA sense, just in the frozen sense. And now I feel more confident in my power. Wonderful, darling. Everyone treats me like a queen. On repeat. Yes, Lilo, I love that. How long does it take for them to what? Conform, as long as it takes your brain to convince you that they are now the new person in your reality. Until you convince you, darling, they're not going to change. They're only conforming to your thinking. This word conform is so fucked up. When manifestation coaches use it, it's ridiculous. They're not conforming. They're reflecting your thinking. If you think about it that way, you realize, well, have I changed my thinking about them? Oh, no, I haven't. I'm expecting them to conform. I think I'm changing them with a magic wand. I'm not doing anything of the sort. All they're doing is reflecting what I think. Do I think they're wonderful and treat me beautifully and are lovely and love me? Oh, no, I don't yet. Well, then they won't. Conform is the most misleading word. Kim Velez uses it. Sammy uses it. It's ridiculous. It's nothing of the sort. They're not conforming in any way. They are simply reflecting what you think about them. And if you see it that way, you'll realize it's you that's the problem. Your thoughts are the problem. And until you change those thoughts, they're not going to change. Got it? Do you think there's a point where you should let your SP go? Yeah, it's the point where you literally realize, darling, that you are unable to change the story about them and you can't let go of the old story and you're clinging to the past and you can't change it for shit. And you realize until you do that, there's no point trying to cling on to them, so you let it go because you can't let go of the old story. It's got nothing to do with them. It's got to do with, I can't get rid of the old shitty story about them. I can't change the version of them in my mind, so this is fucked. That's the point. It's got nothing to do with them, guys. It's not letting them go because you think they're never coming back. It's I can't change the story about them because I can't get control of my mind. They will simply reflect what you think. If you keep holding on to the old story and you can't let it go, then you'll have to let them go because the whole situation's fucked. Got it? It's all about you, guys. It's not about them. Loz, I have a date with SP on Thursday. Oh, wonderful, darling. Love it. Yay. Loz, what is the childhood trauma that wants to walk away or push people away when love is not reciprocated? It's because you either feel like you're going to get rejected, so you anticipate getting rejected, so when they don't give you the love you need, you push them away first because you're so scared you're going to get hurt and rejected, so you push them away first. Could be that you're abused as a child or there was mistrust in your household, so you literally push them away, you hurt them before they hurt you because you're so worried you're going to get hurt. Or it could be that you actually feel like you're never going to get the love you need, and when the slightest indication that you're not going to get the love you need comes, you push them away because it's, oh, I knew this, I knew I wasn't going to get it, here it is, go away, you're hurting me. It's basically anticipating getting hurt, darling, and so you try and push them away before you get hurt. And the reason why you feel you might get hurt are a multitude of reasons. Your recent TikTok videos of SP calling and begging to be taken back are awesome. Ah, lovely. I found that on the filter. I was like, what is this telephone thing? I'm going to use it. I reacted a bit to my birds fall down by crying, but realised it was a birds fall down and calmed down a bit. Don't worry about it, darling. What's this Paul is saying? Robe life. I'm in mine too. We are royalty. I don't give a shit anymore. Sammy says conform. Yeah, she does say it a lot. Must be something in the air. I had a cry today too. I never cry. Oh, guys, let it out. Don't worry about it. What happens if I get bored of my SP? We'll find a new one, darling, if you don't want them. How are the programs coming along? They're not, Lester. They're not. I'm moving house right now. I have to go meet a handyman today. The courses have gone on the back burner. I'm really sorry, guys. I've got a sale in my house this week to get rid of all the clothes in my shop. And then after that, YouTube merch. I know. Oh, God, Lester. I don't know. Someone give me some more time in the day, please. I've been mostly doing self-concept affirmations. For a new SP, stop talking to me. I'm going to just do some more self-concept. Good, darling. But see them differently. See as a person who comes towards you and constantly calls you as well. Okay. I'm glad. I've been trying not to ask again about the merch. Glad someone else did. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming with the merch, I promise. Saw SP an hour ago and he couldn't keep his hands off me. Oh, Janet, really? Ah! Love it. I still need to get you your painting. Oh, my painting, Pamela. Oh, yes. Maybe I'll get you to send it to this address instead of the new address. I'll send you my address. I promise. I'll do it this afternoon when I get home. I'll be out all day. Well, thank you for still making the time to do lives. We love you. Oh, sorry, guys. I promise I will get all this done. I've been at this 9 months persistently. What am I doing wrong? Oh, fuck, I don't know, Jodine Samuels. Have you been watching me or have you been trying to manifest your SP? Have you been trying to emote and feel it and believe it? Have you been doing SP affirmations like a crazy needy bitch? Have you watched any of my live videos? That's why you're lost as shit. What have you been doing 9 months persistently? Tell me, and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. I bet you it's nothing that I tell you to do. You look like Hugh Hefner with all your fancy robes, minus the playmates. So I can completely say that the nightly affirmations work. Oh, really? Do they? They're working for you, darling? Oh, good. Darling, Jodine Samuels, tell me what the fuck you've been doing for 9 months. I'd like to know. Initiating contact. When is it okay and when not? Nowadays, my texts are unread for hours, then replied, well, why the fuck are you texting them if they leave you unread? Guys, get a clue. You're clearly sending out the text with fearful thoughts that they're going to leave you unread, that they don't want you, that they don't love you, and then you're left unread. Stop fucking texting them until such time as you can get your brain correct. He's going to text me back because he loves me. It's got to do with you guys and your thoughts about the situation. It's got nothing to do with them. They're going to leave you unread when you feel like they don't want you. You understand? Come up here then. Come on. Oh my God, literally, my dad will throw a tantrum if he's driving and gets stopped at a stoplight. Oh my God, my dad too. But he doesn't anymore, not in my reality. I don't put up with it. I'm just like, fuck dude, I'm putting up with this shit. Hang on. I'm going down. We need a daily dose of loss. Best advice for immediate manifestation, quick fixing a situation. Revise it immediately, revise it on the spot. Start panic affirming, affirm what you want. On loop. I said night affirmations work for you because I want them to. Law of assumption, yes. If you assume they're working, they're working. I've got to stop assuming they're not working. Guys, I changed the narrative. I'm the prize. Yay, I love that, Neonce. I love the name too. What are affirmations for someone I only know through Instagram? Doesn't matter that you only know them through Instagram, darling. Stop seeing that as an obstacle. Stop seeing that as a problem. Just start saying they're constantly calling, texting me. I'm the new BFF. I'm the new favourite person. I'm the new love. Whatever it is. Fiery laws is what I need every night for a good night's sleep. You're rampaging for me. Shower rants and cooking rants are game changers. Cooking rants! I've never done a cooking rant. Must do a cooking rant. You're right there. You're going to sit down? Yes, all right. Sit. Not in my reality, Steamhold 2021. Love that. What do you want? I don't know what it is you want. Just sit down properly, please. I've been saying I'm the best and no one compares to me, and my mum told me that I'm the best. Oh, wonderful, darling. It's pretty hard to see over this dressing gown. Tell me, Jodine, what the fuck you've been doing? And affirming for SP, but what were you doing before that? Affirming for my SP, yes, and what else? Been watching Sammy and Dylan, affirming and listening to self-concept. No. Darling, what you've been doing is you've been focusing on the SP too much, and you've been listening to fucking Dylan James, and you've been doing generic shit like I'm a queen, I'm chosen, I'm wanted, generic crap that's got nothing to do with your childhood shit. You haven't changed any thoughts about him because you haven't changed your childhood shit. And you're doing SP affirmations and concentrating on him, really, and you haven't really been changing anything about your self-concept at all. And that's why. Got it? You've been watching Sammy and Dylan. Well, watching Sammy and Dylan isn't going to do jack shit. I watched videos for a whole year, did fucking nothing. Have you been affirming, or are you just listening to self-concept? Listening and watching does fuck all. And that's why, Jodine, nothing's fucking happened to you. You can passively listen to my lives all day. You can passively watch Sammy Ingram and Dylan James and passively listen to nighttime affirmations, and fuck all will fucking happen because you're not changing your thinking. Are you consciously changing your thinking all day, every time you have a bad thought about him or you change it? I bet you're fucking not. You're just passively watching, passively listening, passively affirming. He loves me so much. I'm so loved and wanted. He loves me so much. Blah, 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 blah. You're not doing it with any oomph. You're not working on your self-concept. And you're listening and watching for 9 months. Is that what you've been doing? Tell me. I've been affirming for self-concept 90% and 10% SP after paying for coaching. Who did you do coaching with? Tell me who you did coaching with. SP told me he wants to be with me but then hasn't reached out for days. It's because I spiral. But then unspiral yourself, Danny. I'll own that he still wants me. Good. Yeah, I caught you live, yes. Legit repeated all my affirmations to me and said she felt compelled to reach out to me. Oh, who's this, Brianne? Hang on. Darling, listen, Jodie, just because you pay for coaching doesn't mean anything's going to fucking happen. I paid for coaching. So? You need to actually change your thinking. People think that they've just gone and magically everything's going to change because they've gone and done a Dylan James tape or they've listened to Sammy or done coaching, email coaching with Sammy or some shit. It doesn't do anything. You have to actually do the new thinking. Are you doing the new thinking all day, every day, mental diet of new thoughts or not? About your self-concept or not? Coaching, listening and watching doesn't do a hell of a lot if you don't do the work. Got it? Tell me what you've actually been doing. Coaching off Netta. Oh, God. She was good and had a bit of a moment, but it went away. And by the end of the... And it had a bit of movement, but it went away by the end of the week. Netta's a fucking nut. I love Netta, but was she high when she was fucking coaching you? I mean, Jesus. How to lose attachments for someone. I didn't mean that. She's not high. She's just constantly like high and low. I mean, like not high, drug high. I just mean... Sometimes she's really, really good mood and sometimes she's really depressed. That's what I mean about that. Okay, so look, darling, if you did the coaching, okay, and it worked for a while, then I bet you were concentrating on getting movement from them. You're concentrating movement, and the movement happened and then it went away and then you got despondent, but you're not really working on you. You're not really going to the core childhood shit that's causing the problem. And you're concentrating too much on getting movement in the 3D from your SP and everything's about SP, getting him back, and it's not about you. Could change you. Take your focus completely off the asshole right now, off him completely. Please. Because you're not concentrating on you if you're trying to get movement in the 3D. My friend referred me to you. I feel like I'm in the right place. I'm still going to stalk your page now. Oh, lovely, darling. Go to the Facebook page. Subconscious Laws. Go to the Facebook page and join it, darling. You can watch all these lives back. There's over 200 in there. Netta's one of Sammy's coaches. One of the few that didn't defect and leave. That core childhood shit is so hard, but it's worth it. Yes, guys, you've got to get to the core stuff. Dylan James's affirmation tapes are going to do fuck all. Okay, Jodine, you get it? You've got to get to the core childhood stuff. Just doing a couple of affirmations from Dylan and listening to Netta and listening to, Sammy's videos. Great, but it's not changing things. It's just listening. Be a doer, not a listener only, as Neville used to say. He used to force people to visualise at the end of all his lectures because he knew they would sit there and listen and listen and listen and go home and do fuck all. Don't be a listener. Guys, I also got therapy. Haha, it helps. Yes, do that, guys. If the therapy helps you, go and do it, guys. Absolutely. Weight loss. Why shouldn't we text first? No, I didn't say we shouldn't text first. What do you say about the types of thoughts it sends out? No, listen to me. I'm not saying you shouldn't text first. I'm saying, what are you thinking when you do it? Text all you like first. But if you're texting from fear, if you're texting thinking they're going to text you back, don't do it. Only do it from a place of absolute confidence. They're going to be loving your texts, wanting you to text, because if they're leaving you on red, you're not thinking that. I feel like a kid watching a magic show. Yell again. How to lose attachments to someone. Is that a trick question? Why are you trying to lose your attachment? Who the fuck teaches this crap? Are you going to lose your attachment to someone, are you? How are you going to do that if you're in love with them? Whoever's teaching you that's a fucking moron. Please stop listening to them, darling. If you're in love with someone, you can't lose attachment. That's the most ridiculous thing anyone's ever tried to teach you. How many cats do you have? Just one. I was guilty if listening... What's this? I was guilty of listening and watching so many YouTube videos and then found laws. Yeah, guys, look, honestly, you can listen and watch all you like. It's not going to do jack shit. Did you manifest your cat? No, not this cat. I manifested my other two cats. This is our family cat that my brother and my mum bought on 9/11. She was 20 on Saturday. Okay, I've got to go, guys. I really can't be here all day. I've got to get out of these pajamas. Loz, what advice would you give when people ask how you and SP are doing when you're not currently together? You just literally change the subject, darling, and say, I don't want to talk about it. Seriously, don't even talk about it. I just realised I said something about his drinking too much in the 3D. He yelled at me and left. Well, then stop fucking telling them they're drinking too much, darling. Just start seeing them as not drinking. Don't mention it. Don't control them. Ashley just said, if you can affirm for anything, why are people scared? You can affirm it works. Yeah, if you can affirm it works. Yes, that's great. If you can affirm for anything, why are people scared? You can affirm it. It's going to work for you. Yes. Oh, he's getting it, Kat. He loves it. He's loving it. He's getting it. I love it. Love it when the SPs get it. Yes, one of the first things I heard on LOA was to detach. Oh, fucking ridiculous. He gets it without even watching. You're doing it through osmosis, Kat. You can say that you're focusing on yourself and doing well. No need to talk about SP. Yes, guys. Sammy Ingram just got a B tattoo. Did she really? Did she? That's fucking weird. They never talk about bees. Well, I don't know. I've watched it for months, but that's our thing. That's fucking funny. Is it necessary to say affirmations out loud, or can I say it in my head? No, you don't have to say it out loud, darling. It's new thinking. You can say it out loud if you want, but in your head's even better. Starting small, manifest a free coffee today. Oh, wonderful, darling. Guys, if you're putting posts about free coffee, purple cars, you have to put it out in the I am powerful post. I can't approve them anymore. We can't have pages and pages of fucking free coffee and bloody bees and shit. Okay? All right? There's a big post that says, I am powerful as fuck. It's got a big pink post photo. Go on, please put those success stories in there. I can't get into Sammy Ingram. I like you much better. Oh, really? I like Sammy. Oh, well, yeah, she's an acquired taste, I guess, like me. There's lots of people who don't like me either. That's weird. She got a B chat. Yeah, that is weird. How strange. I doubt she's watched any of my stuff, and that's like, that would be totally weirdly weird. Couples who manifest together stay together. Yes, I love that, Kat. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. What happened? What happened, Ashley? Oh, you were telling me she got a V tattoo. That's hilarious. How fucking weird. If it had a crown on top of it, I'd be even more freaked out. Been changing the meds, and damn, I'm affirming through it. But shit, what are we talking about? Actually, hang on. Could I say he's miserable without me? Oh, yeah, that's one of my favourites. Who cares? His life's gone to shit without me. He's miserable without me. He's living in a big dark hole without me. They're mean, but they work. Force us to visualise the end of your lives. I should say. Now let us all go into the silence. Should I do that at the end of every live? You'd all be like, the fuck's happening? Can you imagine if people came across a TikTok? They'd be like, what's going on here? Can you revise the spiral? Yes. Just go and revise the whole fucking thing. Okay, fine. You convinced me. I'll get a B tattoo. Yes. I'm glad I don't know this Sammy person. Oh, no, she's really good. Sammy Ingram's a great YouTuber. She's really good. Yikes, that went dark fast. What are we talking about? What if SP has a bad perception of me? No, they don't, darling. You think they do. He thinks badly of me. He doesn't forgive me. He's angry at me. He's annoyed at me. He thinks I'm this and that. It's your thoughts about what you think he thinks of you. Stop thinking those things he thinks of you because you're putting them in his mind. He's reflecting your thinking about you, him, and the situation. Stop thinking that. He loves me. He only wants to be with me. He thinks I'm the kindest, loveliest, sweetest, most trusting person. He can trust me with his heart. I'm so faithful and loyal. He knows that. He doesn't care if I act crazy. He loves me anyway, etc. Are you an undercover cop? Because my heart is under arrest. Oh, oh darling. That's a good one. I've never heard that one before. Thank you, Verizon 277. That's very sweet of you. Why does it feel like I make progress and then something happens that says otherwise? Because you keep saying that. Yasmin, stop saying that. Stop thinking that's going to happen. Stop anticipating that. Every day for the past 2 weeks, SP and I have been talking and flirting. I had a question running in my head. Oh, well, talking and flirting. I've seen a couple, maybe one was yours. I'll check anyway. That was so cool. Ah, Jody, did you put a picture of your bee tattoo on the Facebook page? You did, didn't you? What's your birds for land laws? What is my birds for land? I don't know. I don't think I get them. I don't think I notice it anymore, guys. I have people stare at me sometimes, like staring, I think is my thing, sometimes staring. I had it the other night in a restaurant. My friend kept pointing it out, but I don't notice it. Can I manifest for my sister? She's struggling with sobriety and I want to help. Just start seeing her pouring the drugs away, like pouring the alcohol down the sink or throwing the drugs in the bin and telling you, I'm so sober now, I can't believe I drank or used for so long. I feel so much better in myself. I am completely clean. I can't believe how long I did that for. I feel so much better. I feel healthy. I'm loving life. I can't believe I was like that before. Imagine her telling you, imagine her ringing you, imagine seeing her doing that, imagine her telling you, and only see her like that, see her like that, see her as sober. And anytime in the reality you see her and she's drinking or using, ignore it. Don't mention it. Don't say anything about it. Nothing. Just see her differently. No, she's stopped. No, she's clean. No, she's so sober and she's loving life. She's loving life and she's the healthiest she's ever been. Trust me. Everyone always stares at me. I'm so famous, international world famous movie star over here. Yes, darling, love it. Affirmations are not attending my classes. I'm low-key not bothered because of lockdown. We'll just start saying, I never have to go to my classes. I can do all of them from my pajamas in my house. Got it, thank you. Okay, good. Can you change physical features? Yes, darling, you can. Just start saying what it is you want. I have a popping ass. I have a tiny waist. People love my glowing skin. Whatever it is, say it. I may buy a black and yellow striped jumper just so I feel like I'm not missing out with the tat. Yes! Black and white striped jumper. I saw someone on TikTok the other day paint their kitchen black and yellow. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, black and yellow. Black and yellow. And it looked fucking terrible. I'm like, yeah, dude, put that on a jumper, not in the kitchen. I can literally visualize this and I'm dead. You in a black and yellow jumper. Loz, what do you think? Is it best to let go of SP or keep going with positive thoughts of us? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a trick question. If you come from some LOA fucking bitch who's talking about letting go, I don't teach any of that crap, darling. If you let them go, they'll be gone. See you later. Goodbye. Please go and watch all my lives in the Facebook group. You're lost as shit. Yes, you want positive thoughts of you and them. You want to imagine you're together. You don't want to let go of them at all. Please don't do that. All right, guys, I've really got to go because I've been here forever and I said this is going to be a short life and I've been here so long. Love your hair, girl, period. Stay my life. Slay my life. My hair. Oh, God. It's called I Just Got Out of Bed. Is it normal to need to write out the old SP story several times? Didn't get everything first time. Yes, do that, darling. If you need to, do it. What's this, Brody? I've always loved bees. It's so exciting for me. Yes. I use that on myself for alcohol. I never feel the need to drink. I don't want to. Affirm that. Wonderful, darling. See? You can do it for yourself even. Wonderful. Congratulations, darling. That's great. What people saying about Brody? I missed it. Charlotte Rose. Me too. I refer to his family as my in-laws and his friends as my best friends. Yes, do that, guys. It was kind of answered today, so I've been revising it. Oh, okay. So you got an answer to a question you didn't like. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Revise. When all else fails, revise. How do you know when it's time to look for a new SP, Beth, when you haven't got rid of the old story about them in your mind and your mind is fucked with the old story and you can't fucking change it? That's when. If you can't change the story and you're stuck with the old story, well, then you're fucked. That's basically the answer, Beth. No shit. Right, guys, I've really got to go because I've got so much shit to do and I've got to get those pajamas and I've got to go and meet a handyman. Okay. So, guys, if you don't follow me, I go live twice daily and go to the Subconscious Laws Facebook group. The link's in my bio or just look it up on Facebook, Subconscious Laws. I save all these lives in there. I'll be adding some more this afternoon and we're doing a new challenge this week and I'll put a new Q&A forum in there today to ask all your questions. Don't send them to the main page. Just ask them in the Q&A forum that I'll post today. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.